Hello, everyone. It is said that the health of women and girls determines the health and well being of the modern world. In the current modern world, women play diverse roles. Today's session is to see how Ayurveda and yoga can improve women's health. We will try to understand how, by learning some simple yoga practices and some minor lifestyle changes, we women could lead our life to the fullest potential. I am Meenakshi Arunachala, Program Director of Art of Living School and Nursery, and also a yoga and a meditation instructor with Art of Living Oman. Today, we have with us Dr. Ratna Hirema. She is an Ayurvedic doctor with the Sri Sri Tattva Panchakarma Clinic in Oman. And she is going to share the perspective on these issues from the Ayurvedic side, yoga, meditation, and pranayama side. So let's explore these issues from a different angle. Welcome, doctor, to the session.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. As it is said, women is backbone of the society. So women has to play number of roles for the society to keep running, and she wants to be perfect in everything and whatever she does. So that puts a lot of stress on herself and on others as well, but it's more on herself because she is not easy on her. And with all this, there is a lot of taxing on her health, both mental and physical health, and internal health as well. What happens when we undergo a lot of stress? It's not only us, our younger selves, like children, they are also undergoing a lot of stress nowadays. We can say we can say the environmental factors are added, but it's basically our lifestyle and the food habits which push us towards the hormonal imbalance. If we see, there is a raise in a condition called as a PCOS, that is a polycystic ovarian syndrome, where a girl who is in the reproductive age from the age of say 11 and a half, 12 to 45, 50 till menopause is the reproductive age, fails to produce or ovulate, produce an egg or ovulate. When this happens, there will be series of changes in her body hormonally that makes her gain weight. Like if we see women or the even girls are getting a little on the heavier side, they're becoming overweight and obese because of this. We find it very hard to lose those extra kgs. We find it tiring to do the daily task. And what happens with this is when the women enters real reproductive age for the fertility issues start, like she's unable to bear a child. What is the remedy for this? The first thing, what Ayurveda says is for the women, the first thing is detox your body, remove the toxins from your body, and there's a diet with you need a little bit of guidance of the Ayurvedic physician, but you can do it. We have seen number of cases with this where they become really good and normal basically. And the second thing is the lifestyle. We tell them to do a disciplinary lifestyle, like we need to follow the nature. That's what I keep on telling, because women, as a women, we are very close to the nature. Our cycles mimic nature. See, it's called lunar cycles, and our period cycles, menstrual cycles mimic the nature. So when it is everything is happening with the nature, we need to follow the nature laws, like waking up early in the morning, sleeping on time, diet taking when you are hungry, and practicing to eat healthy food. Cutting down on the junk is the major part. Sugar plays a very erratic role in our lifestyle. If we consume lots of sugar, there will be a lot of hormonal issues to begin with, junk and these chemical additives. With yoga, when we start talking about asanas, pranayama, and all that, see, if you are suffering with the hormonal issues, the first one is ovulatory issues. If you are having a PCOS, you are not getting your cycles regularly, there is a delayed cycle or a scanty periods. It can happen in any age. There is no age limit for this. So you need to do a posture called as a bridge pose.
Okay.
I think it will be
Yeah.
demonstrated. And then you need to do butterfly. Butterfly helps in doing that, producing that om. When you do that flexion in the butterfly pose, it helps your hip muscles, it strengthens your pelvic floor. So
Okay.
your pelvic organs will be much better with the butterfly pose. And the second problem what women or the children or girls face when they are having the hormonal issues is the painful menstruation and strong PMSing. PMS is premenstrual symptoms which they get before the menstruation. It can begin 1 week ahead of the menstrual cycle. So you can see heaviness in your body, sore breasts. And this was the thing which used to happen in the ladies above 30 before. Nowadays, it is happening even in the teenage girls. They face these hormonal imbalances so that the PMS is very strong, which has to be very, which was a very smooth sail. Now we face a lot of problems
Very
before the
true.
cycle. So how do you calm yourself?
Mhm.
Better go for the child pose. Anytime you can do the child pose. So that helps you to calm down and relieve the cramps.
Mhm.
Cat and cow pose because it will strengthen your lower back and also strengthen your abdominal muscles. And when you are going for this weight, the weight is one of the issues. When you are going for the weight, better posture is to increase the metabolism of your body because that's where it is hitting you. So you need to do the boat pose, that is Naukasan. It helps to strengthen your core. And then the plank pose. Plank pose also helps you to strengthen your core and it helps you to metabolize that excess subcutaneous fat, which is the reason why we feel it's called hormonal belly. If you see most of the, even the children, adults,
Yes.
postpartum also, we get that belly. It's the hormonal belly, which very kind of a store the subcutaneous fat that will be taken care by these two poses.
And we find it very difficult to lose that.
Abdominal fat.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very difficult because women basically is a hormonal being. uh, I'm not saying men are not, men are there, but for them testosterone works for them. They like they are protected by that. Actually we were also protected by our estrogens and progesterone, but the environmental factors and the food and basically this plastic, this contains mostly the xenoestrogens,
Okay.
what we call it as artificial estrogens. This factor causes lot of disturbance in our body because it mimics our natural hormonal structure. So as much as possible, go green. Stay like as they are telling, ditch the plastic. Don't use too much of plastic. Heating the food in the plastic container or storing the food in the plastic containers, water in the plastic container. If you stop these, I hope everybody will be healthy.
Yes. So that would play an important role in taking care of that, right? As doctor was mentioning, there are these some of these yoga postures that would help us. We would be seeing a demonstration of those yoga postures. Now, let's do the butterfly position. For butterfly, bring your feet together, interlace your fingers and bring them under your feet. Bring your heels as close as possible to the perineum. Back straight. Take a breath in and let's start flapping the wings. Let's make some quick movement. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and take a breath in, stop flapping, go back. As you breathe out, bend forward and down. See if you can touch your toes. Breathe in, come up, breathe out, relax. Now, let's come on our fours for the cat stretch. Our knees are hip width apart. Our feet are also hip width apart. Let's place our palms below the shoulders. Form a table. Breathe in. Look up. Expand your abdominal region. Push your tailbone out. Breathe out. Chin to the chest. Curve your back up. Pull your navel in. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. Now, let's relax in the child pose or the Shashankasana. Sit on your heels comfortably. Hands either stretched out in front. Bring your forehead down. Or you may place your hands by the side of your body. Whichever is comfortable to you. If you're not able to place your forehead down, make a fist. Rest your forehead on your fist. Few breaths in and out. Let's slowly sit up in Vajrasana and one more time, let's do the Balasana. This is a variation. Spread your feet, knees a little apart. Place your fingers, palms closer to the knees on the floor. Gently glide and go forward. Bring your chest and chin on the floor. As you breathe in, slowly come back up and come into the Vajrasana. Now for the plank position, let's form a table, turn our feet, come into the downward dog, where the feet are firmly on the ground, and slowly bring your hips down. This is the plank position. Engage your core. Hold the position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop your knee down. Let's go back into the child pose. And slowly sit up. Now, let's lie down on our back. Let's do the boat position. Naukasana. Take a breath in and your eyes, hands and toes are at the same level. and relax. Just observe your breath. Let's do the Setu Bandhasan. For Setu Bandhasan, bend your legs at the knee. Place them hip width apart. Heels as close as possible to your body. Your feet perpendicular to the floor. See if you can reach your ankle. Bring your elbows close. As you breathe in, lift your thighs and your waist above the ground. Take deep, long breaths. With every exhalation, push your waist, chest above the ground. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come down and relax. Observe your breath. And then there is also one more thing. We notice a lot of people, even my age, menopause is something that is causing a lot of distress. Our mood swings are one, hot flashes are other. It is really playing a havoc in our lives. How does Ayurveda help here?
See, the thing with Ayurveda is Ayurveda never considered menopause as a disease because it was a natural process. And I think few years back, it used to be a natural process where women had a very smooth transition from menstruating cycles to no menstruation at all. There were not much of a symptoms what we are facing right now, like hot flashes or memory loss, mood swings, tiredness, weight gain, digestive issues, and even with the digestive issues, women tends to lose the capacity of reabsorption of the nutrients. She suffers with the calcium deficiency. That in turn leads to osteoporosis. These are happening what we call it as a after industrial lifestyle. With the industrial lifestyle, menopause become a kind of a issue. Ayurveda never said like it as a disease because it was a transition. How the pregnancy was a natural phenomena, it's a natural phenomena. So menopause was a natural phenomena few years back. Nowadays, because of the symptoms have become so high, and they actually reduce our quality of life. We compromise our quality of life with these symptoms. So that's when we need to find the solution for these things. What helps during the menopause is a nutritive diet. That's the one thing we need to understand when we are going for when we start getting these kind of a symptoms. That's first thing is our nutritional deficiency. The basic thing what we need to understand is the hormonal dip which happens in the menopause, and for the women we need those hormones to sustain. It helps us to endure the pain, it helps us to handle the stress better, it helps us to stay healthy. All our hormones are really helpful hormones. So when there is a dip, then we don't know, body doesn't know how to cope up with that dip. So we start having number of issues with the menopause. The first thing is there are many natural herbs which have these adaptogens. They are not hormones, they are not called as adaptogens, which balances the hormone in a woman. In Ayurveda, the most known herb is Shatavari. Shatavari helps women to balance the hormones, especially in the menopausal stage. And Shatavari in turn helps absorption of calcium and vitamin D3 in avoiding the osteoporosis which happens in the menopause. And for as far as the mood swings and the erratic behavior, fatigue, we have other herbs kind of ashwagandha and brahmi, which also helps to take care of those mood swings. Along with this, we always come back to the long term solutions. Long term solutions are always the lifestyle changes. If you are following and giving, listening to your body, I think you go the you have done the halfway correct. So when your lifestyle changes, in the first thing is again the diet part plays over here. But now you need to have rich food which is nutritive in protein and minerals with vitamins. So you need a little guidance over here, like what you need to eat during the premenopausal, menopausal, and postmenopausal stage. And second thing is your exercise part. Exercise part also becomes very important. It is said like if you do just 12 to 15 minutes of exercising in what we say menopausal time or even in osteoporosis, you can reverse the condition. You can
Oh,
reverse the osteoporosis, yes, and you can reduce the BMI. You increase the absorption of nutrients like calcium, iron, zinc, selenium, vitamins, D3, B12, everything. And asanas and pranayam will also help here. Asanas, especially helping in the menopause, are calming poses, the one which will calm you down. So, first one is downward dog. If you
okay.
see the downward dog, that helps the women who is going undergoing, it's actually stimulates your endocrinal system. The asanas might seem very simple, but it works in your core, from stimulating from the ovarian cycle to the pituitary. So it works in the opposite direction. So it stimulates your endocrinal system to work in a very normal way. Second one is raising your leg to the 90 degrees. That actually helps again to stimulate your reproductive system over there. And because our hormones are being produced by the fat, that's a well known thing. So that also stimulates to regulate your fat metabolism and any kind of issues, because there will be dryness as well in the menopause. So any kind of those kind of issues where your pelvic organs are losing the strength, and we see postmenopause women go with the prolapse and all those drastic changes with the pelvic floor muscles. So those things can also be dealt with the leg raises. And when you have osteoporosis, you need to do mild yoga asanas. And I think when they are doing, when she's doing yoga, she will tell you how to lead you, how to do the asanas. Always listen to your body. Warrior pose. If you do the warrior pose, it actually helps your hip muscles, hamstrings, and the quadricep muscles and the calf muscles. Strengthening of your core, like you need to take the breath in, so the core in your abdomen and the hip, so these muscles will be strengthened. And second thing, triangle pose, because it is already research have been established, like when we stretch the muscles, that helps our joints to stay more healthier and much longer. So these stretches like warrior pose and triangle pose helps to reverse back osteoporosis. So there will be no more knee pain or ankle pains.
Okay. That's really, something that, we would all want to practice and benefit from. Get ready for doing warrior and the triangle position. For both, what we need to do is stretch our feet 2 to 3 feet apart, hips facing the front. Now, let's do the warrior position first. Turn your right foot 90 degrees, left foot a little to inside, hands at the shoulder level, lean to the right, bend your right knee a little, turn to your right side, and look at your right hand. Your hands are parallel to the ground at the shoulder level. Smile. Breathe in, straighten your knee, come back to the center, turn your feet. Now let's do it towards the left. Turn your left foot 90 degrees, right a little to inside. Breathe. Your hips up facing the front. Gently lean to the left, bend your left knee. Now turn, look at your right hand, smile. Take deep, long breaths in and out. Breathe in, straighten your knee, come back to the center, turn, bring your hands down. Now, for the triangle, again, turn your right foot 90 degrees, left pointing to the front, hips facing the front, hands at the shoulder level. Again, lean to the right, and as you breathe out, go all the way down and look up. Smile. Breathe in. Come back to the center. Breathe out. Bring your hands down. Turn your feet. Now, let's turn the left foot 90 degrees. Right a little towards the inside. Hips pointing to the front. Hands at the shoulder level. Lean to the left. And as you breathe out, let's go all the way down and look at our right hand palm. Smile. Breathe in. Come back up. Breathe out. Bring your hands down and bring your feet together. Now, we have to do the downward dog. For the downward dog, let's come on our knees. Place the palms below the shoulder, form a table. Now, gently lift your knees above the ground. Place your feet firmly on the ground. Now, with every exhalation, push your chest closer to your thighs. Breathe in. Come into the plank position. Drop your knees down. Come into the child pose. And let's sit up in Vajrasana. Another posture mentioned by the doctor was the leg lift. For the leg lift, let's lie down on our back. Hands close to the body. Breathe in. Lift your right leg up. Left leg is firmly on the ground. Bring it down. Let's repeat it 4 more times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's repeat that with the left leg. Breathe in. Take your left leg up, down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. For lifting both the legs up, place your palms below your buttocks. Bring your elbows closer to each other. Now, as you breathe in and breathe out, lift your both the legs up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and one last time, up and down. Relax, release your hands, and observe your breath.
From. So, uh, the next thing that we keep hearing about is the thyroid issue among people. While we were discussing, you mentioned that comes under autoimmune disorders.
Yeah,
Could you,
conditions.
share some insights on that as well from.
Yeah, see, autoimmune condition, whatever we call unfair, life has been unfair towards the women, but women are the one who, like 75 to 80% more women than men suffer from autoimmune conditions. They are more prone. There is no reason, but recent discoveries tell us because of our chromosomal, like X chromosome, contains more genes or more mutated genes. So we have that tendency of getting the autoimmune condition. But what triggers the condition is again the modern lifestyle, what we are going through, the stress, what we have, like we are having everyday stress, and we don't know how to switch off. So that becomes a major issue for the autoimmune condition. Immune, the one of the beautiful quality of immune is adapting. But when we our body fails to adapt, and when we are stressed, our body is under tremendous pressure or always on the flight and fight mode. So when we keep our body under this fight and flight mode, the immune starts fighting against our own system. So it's our own immune turns against ourselves, and it starts attacking our body cells. So wherever it attacks, it's that organ suffers. Like if it attacks the thyroid, we have autoimmune thyroiditis, hypothyroid condition. It's called as Hashimoto's. We have that. If it turns against your skin, we have other skin conditions like psoriasis, eczema. If we turns around the hair, we have hair loss, alopecia, these kind of conditions. If it turns against our joints, then we have rheumatism, rheumatoid arthritis. The deadliest one is the where immune condition turns against the heart. It's called as autoimmune myocarditis. It's a lethal condition, but there are other lifelong diseases like multiple sclerosis, lupus. So these are kind of a debilitating conditions which is happening to basically to the women more because of the genetic predisposition. But modern science actually here is where modern science says we can't do anything because it's the immune system which is fighting against you, and we go that they go with the steroidal administration of the medicines because steroids suppress the immune system. But what Ayurveda holistic approach is, once you like, there are so many people who have reversed their autoimmune conditions, even the Hashimoto's thyroiditis. I have seen so many people, they have reversed it only by doing exercise and following the diet. So it's not kind of an impossible thing. No need to be scared that I have got a disease where they say like it will be lifelong and you have to suffer lifelong. But no need, because you need to do those changes and you need to be determined and sticking to those changes. That would really help you to turn around and reverse these conditions. Asanas also help over here, but basically here because the stress is the major predisposing factor, so we need to do more calming asanas in the autoimmune conditions, especially in the thyroid and all that, because you are going to activate your glands. How do you activate your glands? The well-known asana for thyroid is the shoulder stand. So shoulder stand helps to improve the blood circulation to the gland, and but you need to be really very aware of your body when you're doing it. Don't put a wrong pressure on your shoulder and hurt yourself. And don't do it if you have hyperthyroidism. This is for the people who have hypothyroidism. So when you do the shoulder stand, it improves the blood circulation to your thyroid, pituitary, and pineal gland. That helps to improve your whole endocrinal system. Second posture, what we do is the cobra. Cobra, because again, it actually, what we say, aligns. It aligns all the endocrinal system. So it aligns your pituitary to the thyroid, to thymus, to liver and pancreas, to the adrenal glands and ovaries. So the whole endocrinal system will be in alignment, because hormones, they talk to each other. They don't need any kind of a media. It's like Wi-Fi. So they do talk to each other. So you just need to make sure you are getting a proper Wi-Fi by aligning them. So these two are the postures where you have to put some effort in doing. The third one is the most difficult and the most easiest one. It's Shavasana, where you need to relax, and you need to not only physically relax, you need to mentally relax and stop thinking. So where you put a full stop button. These three postures, along with the deep breathings, will help you to calm down, but you need to practice them. That's what it said, like disciplinary lifestyle. Ayurveda and both yoga science actually put a lot of pressure on this discipline. They tell us to be very disciplined in our lifestyle. So when we follow these things with discipline, I think
We can
uh,
reverse.
yes, everything, like you are a normal person. That's not a rarity. It's a very much achievable. Whatever you think you do can be reversed with these things, and it's proved. It's proved time and again with the modern technology. It's proved time and again that these things can be reversed completely, and there are so many successful stories regarding these.
For cobra position, let's lie down on our abdomen. First, we will have the hands by the side of our body, feet together. Place the palms below the shoulders. Let's take a breath in. Lift ourselves up from the shoulders, chest till our abdomen. Look up, elbows closer to the body. Keep breathing. Those of us who are not able to go all the way up, place your elbows on the floor and just lift yourself up only to the chest. The Sphinx position. Relax, come down, chin on the floor, hands by the side of the body. Now let's roll on to our back. For the shoulder stand. Shoulder stand is to be done only by people who are comfortable with it. Others may just do the leg lifts. For the shoulder stand, hands by the side of the body. Gently bend your legs at the knee. Bring them closer to the chest. Support your hips and slowly push your legs up. Your complete weight on your elbows and on your shoulders. Breathe in, bend your legs, bring them closer to your head. And as you breathe out, gently stretch your legs and bring them down. Observe your breath. Relax yourself completely. Let's do the Shavasana. For Shavasana, feet a little apart, hands away from the body. Take your attention to your breath. Every breath in fills you up with energy, and every breath out relaxes you completely. Observe all the parts of your body that are in touch with the ground. Take deep, long breaths in and out. Observe your mind. Feel yourself relax with every exhalation. Thank you, Dr. Ratna, for your insights on the health issues concerning women and for tips to reverse those conditions with consistent practice of yoga and some minor changes to our lifestyle. Meditation is another important tool that could help us women lead a much more happier, peaceful, and healthier life. So let's get ready for a guided meditation by Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar.
Let us sit comfortably and easily. Keep our spine erect, रीढ़ की हड्डी सीधा रखें, कंधों को ढीला छोड़ दें और आंखें बंद कर लीजिएगा। एक गहरी सांस लीजिए और सांस को रोकिए और रोकना छोड़ दें, सांस अपने आप बाहर निकलने दें। और अपने आप सांस फिर भरने लगेगा, भरने दीजिए। सांस पूरी तरह से भरने के बाद रोकिए। जब सांस रोकते हैं, मन की स्थिति देख लीजिएगा। और रोकना धीरे धीरे छोड़िए और सांस अपने आप बाहर आने लग जाएगी। फिर एक बार सांस लेंगे। सांस पूरा भरने के बाद रोकेंगे। रोककर अपना मन की स्थिति पर ध्यान देंगे। सब थम सा गया है, सब रुक गया है। सांस रुकते ही मन भी रुक जाता है। और ज़्यादा रोक नहीं पाएंगे तो आप रोकना बंद कर दीजिए। सांस अपने आप बाहर आने लगेगा। अब शरीर को सुकून मिल रहा है, विश्राम मिल रहा है। इस वक्त उस पर भी ध्यान दें। मन ही मन अपना शरीर के प्रति सम्मान का भाव रखें। अरबों खरबों अणु परमाणुओं से बना है आपका शरीर। यह शरीर हमारे लिए मिला हुआ एक अद्भुत देन है। Honor your own body. Your body is the most precious gift to you from nature. The millions and trillions of cells in your body. Now become aware of the air all around you and inside of you. The second dimension, the breath. It is the breath that is keeping us alive. ये सांस ही हमारा साथी रही है जब से हम आए दुनिया में, और आखिरी क्षण तक सांस हमारे साथ रहेगी। ये जीवन का साथी है सांस। जैसे जल में मछली, ऐसे हवा में हम हैं। भीतर और बाहर की हवा को एक साथ महसूस करें। Feel the air inside and outside of you simultaneously. Now breathe in with a smile and breathe out with a smile. As you smile, all the muscles in your face and in the brain gets deep relaxation. अब तीसरे आयाम पर चलते हैं, मन, जिसमें विचार घूमते हैं, जहाँ भावनाएं उठती है, अपना ही मन। Let's move to the third dimension of our mind. Our body is like the wick of a candle. The mind is the glow all around it. शरीर बाती है तो मन ज्योति है। मन एक बादल जैसे शरीर के चारों ओर भीतर बाहर मंडराता है। आप मन ही हो। Our body is inside the mind. Rather, body is inside of you. As you relax, the mind expands, and as the mind expands, your body relaxes. Let's take a deep breath in, and as we breathe out, relax even more. मुस्कुराते मुस्कुराते विश्राम करें। जो भी विचार आ रहे हो मन में आने दें। अच्छे बुरे सभी विचारों को गले लगा लें। जैसे हर पात्र का अपना महत्व है, मन में हर विचार को भी अपना स्थान है। सब विचारों को गले लगा ले, स्वीकार कर ले। Take them all with you. You are much bigger than all these thoughts that hover around in the mind. A deep breath in and breathe out. सांस लीजिए और छोड़ें। कंधों को और ढीला छोड़ दें। Become aware of the vast sky. विशाल गगन का स्मरण करें। हमारी चेतना ऐसा ही है, आकाश जैसे विशाल। You are like the blue sky, unaffected, untainted. Relax and be yourself. अपने आप में विश्राम करें. Repose in yourself. Let go of all the tensions, all the worries. Repose in yourself. Any discomfort, any tension you feel anywhere in the body, just let it be. कहीं कोई तनाव लग रही हो या असुविधा लग रही, उसको रहने दें. वे अपने आप ठीक हो जाएंगे. आप अपने आप में विश्राम करें. Take another deep breath in, breathe out. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. धीरे से शरीर और परिसर के प्रति सजग हो जाएं. मुस्कुराते मुस्कुराते एक और गहरी सांस लें और धीरे धीरे सांस छोड़ें और आंखें खोल सकते हो. Let us open our eyes slowly and gently.
Hope our session on yoga, Ayurveda, and women's health enriches your life and would bring some clarity to you all. Thank you and have a good day.